With the defeat of the Institute at the hands of the Minutemen, the popularity of the organization skyrocketed to levels not seen since the Minutemen had repelled a super-mutant assault on Diamond City in 2180. Settlements from across the Commonwealth clamored to join the defensive arrangement and benefit from having protected trade routes and roving patrols of Minutemen come to their aid. Large settlements like Diamond City, Bunker Hill, and even Goodneighbor became hubs for recruitment.
We're not gonna be short of recruits now, huh, General?
Soon the militia had more troops than they could handle, and the Minutemen leadership considered creating a full-time military force for the Commonwealth. However, things quickly turned chaotic as the individual Minutemen had different types of equipment, some followed orders and some did not, and in battle most of the Minutemen rarely knew how to fight effectively. But, suddenly a stranger with a capital Wasteland accent, was brought to the castle by the sole survivor and began to give the Minutemen formal military training. He formalized their rank structure, taught them battlefield tactics, standardized their equipment, and introduced strict discipline to the Minutemen. After 4 months, the Minutemen became a force that even the Brotherhood had to take seriously. After much discussion and argument, the new Minutemen chose to include ghouls and synths in their ranks. Ghouls had been a part of the Commonwealth for hundreds of years now, and could be found in many settlements. The final policy on synths was that banning synths just for being synths was unjust, and finding synths by testing was close to impossible for the Minutemen. Finding that the Brotherhood had been quietly building up its strength in the Commonwealth, and that any confrontation with them would be costly, the Minutemen embarked upon a policy of non-aggression. Some limited trade between the groups began when the sole survivor suggested producing and trading reactor coolant to the Brotherhood for technical help with water purifiers and power generators. Soon negotiations began on more ambitious projects. The Minutemen offered to open joint bases with the Brotherhood in the Far Harbor and Nuka World regions. However, the Brotherhood opted not to pursue territorial expansion as they already had their hands full with the Commonwealth and the capital Wasteland. The Brotherhood did agree to participate in opening a food processing plant near Diamond City, but expansion outside the Commonwealth was left to the Minutemen. In Far Harbor, 4 settlements were brought into the Commonwealth, with the Echo Lake Lumber Settlement serving as the regional capital for Far Harbor. In the Nuka World region, the Minutemen came to an agreement with the traders in Nuka Town. In exchange for Nuka Town joining the Commonwealth and following their laws, the Minutemen would station troops there to keep the peace. In addition to this, the Minutemen opened up a couple of settlements in the region, and encouraged settlers from the Commonwealth to move to the area and colonize the wide open plains. Finally, the Minutemen discovered an incomplete vault facility north of Nuka World. They converted this into a local Minutemen base, and used this to launch patrols around the Nuka World area. With a military now in place, the idea of forming a Commonwealth government began to take root in the region. Representatives from all across the Commonwealth would hold tense meetings to hash out the details of a new Commonwealth government. But many challenges would have to be overcome before the future of the Commonwealth could be secured.